The General Secretary of Catholic Bishops' Conference of PNG and Solomon Islands, Father Giorgio Licini, in a post on social media, shared that they are now trying their best to give hope to one of the refugees who has stopped eating and interacting with others. This has gone on for several months now. Father Giorgio's post is based on a report from a volunteer that visits the refugee. Here is part of the report. Today, the receptionist told me that she and others were very concerned for him. He had gone for months staying in his room all day, not eating, not washing, as reported by staff who called into his apartment for regular cleaning and delivery of food. Receptionist added he was losing all his weight. This man had wanted to move out of his current accommodation and go to Shady Rest. He registered a request, but nothing has happened. He said others were granted a request to transfer to Shady Rest and have gone. He had earlier expressed his eagerness to have membership of a health club with a gymnasium so that he can build physical and mental health and fitness. Jason Siwat, the Director Migrants and Refugee from the CBC, said they are concerned he will be completely withdrawn if not given the proper help.
I visited him about a week ago. That was the second time I visited him. The first time was last year, and I found him to be very depressed. He's like, I would say he's broken. He's a broken man. He doesn't have family support. And the allowance that he gets is maybe just not enough to support him with the other needs that he may have, other needs that any human would have. And the fact that they're not allowed to go around, to interact with the community outside or engage in activities outside, recreational activities or things like that is also compounding on the situation, basically in the terms of the mental health.
He said this isn't the first case. They have had similar experiences with other migrants.
What kind of situation is at the moment, I would say, is in a very hard time. It's only an example of many others who are also going through the similar situation. A few of them are much worse than his situation. They've already gone, past the stage where they no longer talk with anyone, even the person from their own country.
He explained that there are two groups, the refugees and the non-refugees, as determined by the PNG immigrations. Some are given the slight freedom of walking around, but their mind or thoughts are somewhere else. They hardly communicate with other refugees from the same country who speak the same language. Siwat explains that while some refugees have agreed to work and stay here in PNG, not every person is the same, depending on their experiences in their country of origin and while in detention. The CBC and others that try to help approach each case differently. So while some can cope with being away from family and the limited freedom for 7+ years, others simply cannot.
They cannot be continued to be indefinitely detained. So there has to be some things mechanisms that have to be put in place to take care of them. While that cannot be given full privileges like a citizen or a refugee, at least basic human rights has to be accommodated to some extent. They're just humans. The basic thing is they are humans just like us. We could be in the situation any one day. We don't know what will happen. They were once like us, free to move around, and then something bad happened, and they found themselves to be where they are now. Okay, so as humans, we also have shared the responsibility of making someone's life better or decent. We have to accord them the dignity.
The Catholic Bishops' Conference PNG and Solomon Islands have been working closely with the migrants since Australia decided to resettle them offshore in PNG for processing. They assist with counselling and other necessities like food and clothing. In 2013, a total of 1,523 migrants were taken to Manus. 644 have returned or deported to home country, 8 have died, 4 through suicide, 407 have been sent to US, 310 sent to Australia, and 137 now remain in Port Moresby. Shamin Poreambe, National EMTV News.